Gotta get more followers.
Everyone, at long last, the circle is complete. I finally passed the Topstep 150K. Not only did I pass about a week and a half ago, did our first withdrawal. Just want to go over it. Anybody new to Topstep, or maybe just to reminisce a bit about my journey along the trader evaluation world. So first things first, my website, CanadianFuturesTrader.ca. You can visit. You can learn all about Topstep if you want, but they started a deal back months ago and they kept it going on. So I took the 150K and it was $149. So we passed it in 3 days. They have a 50% consistency rule, so you could technically pass in 2 if you nailed like a 50-50 or very close to a 50-50 split on profits. I spread it out over 3. What's the rush? More importantly then, though, we moved into our funded account, and I'm going to show you how it went. So day 1 was a Friday. Kind of ate it, quite honestly. First day with it, not the best showing. Was down $1,700. Had the weekend to regroup, though, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all profitable. Guys, last Friday, if you watched me on my YouTube channel, which you're watching on right now, I was live streaming, and I was actually, what's really sad about this day is I was actually up about, I want to say 2,500, 2,000, 2,500 before I started streaming on this account, and then did a couple bad and one horrible trade on the stream, and ended up going from positive to negative and pretty much hit the daily loss limit. Now, you don't actually lose your account if you hit it with Topstep. And that's what this red line is the daily loss limit. So the max you can lose is $3,000 in 1 day. You see that up here in the objectives, don't exceed. So they basically kick you out. Once you hit the 3,000, they'll kick you out, but you don't lose your account. As long as you don't go below the dotted line, you're good. And luckily this Monday, just the other day, was able to rally yesterday and secure a nice $3,800. If you see it there for the day, get us back up. And with 5 trading days over $200 positive, we were eligible for a withdrawal. So that's exactly what I did. So I had, if we just pop back here, so they haven't taken the money out. Like I literally just initiated this withdrawal within the last 30 minutes. So my balance right now pre-withdrawal is let's call it $7,700. You can withdraw up to 50% of your account balance. I'm just taking out $2,000 as like a token. Like, let me withdraw something from Topstep. Could have easily just been $1,000, give myself a bit more buffer, blah, blah, blah. But I decided to go with $2,000. That will leave me with about $5,700 once they make that adjustment. So Topstep Trader, for myself, and like a lot of traders, was the first company I went with back in the day, talking, 4+ years ago when I first started. There really wasn't too many choices. There's only about 3 or 4 companies, give or take, and Topstep was definitely the most professional of the companies. So like most people, I went the Topstep route. Definitely no discounts and deals back in those days. I would have paid hundreds of dollars for 150K back then. My first account was a 50K. And I didn't necessarily pass the very first account I had, but within about a month and a half of starting futures trading, I passed a 50K. Very excited. And subsequently, of course, I think you know what's coming, blew that account in no time, within days of receiving the funded account. It's very demoralizing. It's very tough. You put in all this work and now you're back to step 1. Fast forward, I moved on. I went with other companies, got my trading act together, had a lot of success over the last couple of years. So I never really circled back to Topstep because I had accounts then with other companies, like several other companies. The Apexes, UProfits, had a Lulu account at one point, passed her into trade at one point, had Pals, Take Profit Trader, the list goes on. So I never really circled back to Topstep, but Topstep's been making a lot of changes the last year to really be more competitive, and they really took some leaps and bounds last summer, and then this year, like in the recent months too, they've gone even further. So things like their Topstep TV, if that's your thing, that's pretty cool. I know they have their Topstep X platform, which I'm not even using, but I know that will be big benefit to people. If you're not familiar with this stuff, you can look it up or just wait for it to become more prevalent. But they also, just with things like the pricing, became far more competitive, I would say. And then the consistency rule to pass. You could technically pass in 2 days. Again, something people like. So long story short, I just thought, it's time we give Topstep another try. Passed in 3 days, moved in, and now we're on day 5 of a winning day. So if you're not familiar with Topstep, the withdrawal rules, and guys, I'm going to take a slight detour here. It's always important that traders read the withdrawal and the funded rules. So many people focus on the price. They say, well, I just want to go for the cheapest, evaluation. The thing is, the cheapest evaluation doesn't necessarily mean they're going to have the greatest rules on the funded side. And I'm thinking of a specific example, and I don't want to throw out their name because it's a company that I don't really support anymore because they make it super cheap and easy to sign up. But then once you're funded, the withdrawal rules are, pretty horrible. They're some of the worst out there. So really make sure you know what you're getting long term, because the ultimate goal is to work your way through the evaluation, pass, and then just stay on the funded side, right? Have your account. So I like what Topstep's done. Basically, you need 5 profitable days, and you can see it here on the dashboard, 5 winning days of $200 or more, then you're eligible for a withdrawal. Now, once you initiate a withdrawal, it starts a new 5 days. So let's just use your first 5 days, for example, you can only withdraw up to 50% of your balance. Now, a lot of people complain, that's not fair, blah, blah, blah. Other company X gives me this, blah. I don't mind it. Honestly, it's not so much about the money for me. It's more the principle of just wanting to pass Topstep. You do, after 30 winning days, get full access to all your capital. So you could withdraw as much of your balance as you want. For me, I think this is more than fair. Keeps you on the right side of things. Like I said, I withdrew $2,000. I could have withdrawn $3,800, give or take, plus a little bit more actually. But I obviously would then have a lower balance to work with and didn't really need the money. So I withdrew $2,000. Withdrawals were simple. I didn't record that, but it's literally just click a button, fill in the form, the amount. This is my first withdrawal on it, so I had to fill in, the W8 BEN because I don't live in the country. Had to fill in my bank info, but all was simple. So guys, for me, this is just important, not from a dollar perspective, but it's nice to just Topstep being the first company I ever went with to finally take an account, pass it, and do a withdrawal is kind of a cool thing. So I was very excited to, this $2,000 withdrawal almost means more than any 5-figure withdrawal I've done from other companies. So exciting days. If you haven't checked out Topstep, I definitely, and maybe you did in the past, I definitely encourage you to take another look at them. I didn't mention it as well, but I actually got an email on Friday. It was before this bad day. It was before the bad day. It was after this day from Topstep saying, hey, their risk management person, I believe his name is Mick, just saying, hey, we've been watching your performance. You're doing really well. We're going to keep an eye on you. We might invite you up to the live accounts. Now, that's kind of by invitation only, if you will. So this is the Topstep Express account. That's where everybody kind of lands at first. And then if you do really well, they move into the live account. First, I just thought it was kind of they send that out to everybody, about their 4th or 5th day or after maybe a couple profitable days. They want to keep you going, keep you energized. But I asked around, and a lot of people said, no, they really don't just invite everyone up to the live. So I'm not actually invited to a live account, just to make that clear, but just I got the pre-live. We might. Maybe after last Friday, they would reconsider, but we'll see. I feel like if I can string together some more solid days this week, I'll put my name back in the running for a live account, and that'd be pretty cool. I'm pretty jazzed to be with Topstep. So anyways, I just want to share that, a little bit of excitement. Be sure, I've been doing more live streaming lately, so if that's your thing, I don't have a set schedule, but I'm going to try to do it at least once a week, if not twice. I'll either be trading this account or on my other accounts or my actual brokerage account. I've been trading that a lot lately, and it's been a lot of fun hanging out with people, chit-chatting and whatnot. And then lastly, I started a Discord. You probably already know if you follow the channels. I made a video about it. I put it on my site. I sent out an email, all the stuff that I do, guys. Been going real well, been a lot of fun interacting, chit-chatting with people, and people just talking amongst themselves as well about trading stuff. If you're wondering what's with this creepy corn gif, I'm actually in a swing trade on corn July futures contract, so that's completely aside from all my Ultra Bond daily activities, but that was kind of came up in discussion. That's why that's there, and I love this gif. I love a good gif, guys. It's no surprise. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my site, and then go on and check out Topstep, or any of the other firms as well. All the companies on my site, I think, are pretty good. Lots of cool stuff going on, and I suspect over the next, 2 weeks will be lots more of deals and flash sales from company, both for Christmas and for New Year's. New year, new you, start a new career in futures trading, that type of thing. definitely expect to see some hot deals coming up. So be sure to check out my site. Thanks for watching the videos, guys. And I'll see you on the next live stream. I'll see you in the Discord, or I'll just see you in the next video.